I'm the wrecking ball, tearing up the scene. Got my YouTube channel, grab a drink and paint. Unleashing art like a beast untamed. Lock and load, I'm a lyrical assassin.
Hey guys, welcome to Have a Drink and Paint. Tonight we are doing Boy Kills World. Now this movie is on Hulu. So this movie, I heard a lot of bad things about, and I wasn't really excited to watch it by any means. But I did enjoy it very much. Special effects and martial arts alone make it worth the watch. So, spoiler alert. Alright, so, anyways, I have my drink. I hope you have yours. I'm having to put my drink up there because of my little companion here. The movie takes place in a dystopian future. Similar to The Purge, but not quite. It's one specific family that controls this area, and the mom is played by I can't even think of her name, but she played the Phoenix in the original X-Men series. Does a celebration once a year where she brings out her enemies and unalives them. At the beginning of the movie, his family is unalived and they stick hot pokers in his ears to make him deaf, and they also cut off his tongue to make him mute. So he gets saved by the shaman, which is one of the guys out of the Raid movies and a couple other movies that are actually really good as far as martial arts go. Basically saves the kid and keeps him pretty high every night on some weird smoke that he keeps blowing in his face. But during the day he trains. So basically he's training this guy to go after the mom that supposedly unalived his entire family. The reason he has Archer as his voice in his head is because he remembers his sister, but he doesn't really remember what he sounded like or his mom or anybody else other than his sister. So he gave himself the voice of a video game announcer, which was like Street Fighter. Round 1, fight! So it's Archer. And that makes sense. In this one, it's good action. The action is a lot of running at people that are shooting you, yet you don't get shot type of action. So there's that. But other than that, the action is very good. The choreography is great. The martial arts are amazing. There is a great scene towards the beginning of the movie with Basho when he first meets Basho. He comes across a guy named Dave who kicks Dave's ass, stabs him like 4 times. He's like, okay, yes, player 1 wins in his head. And then Basho's like, hey, behind you. By the way, that's Dave. He has issues.
Oh, that's Dave. Yeah, he's got a lot of issues. You can take him. Good luck.
Round 3. Fight.
Fuck you, Dave.
And so he turns around and he's like, and it's like, round 2, fight. And so he goes to round two. He goes to round two and like sticks a billy club in his mouth and like cracks his jaw in like 3 different places. And then he's like, player 2 wins. And he starts to walk off again, but the guy starts like cracking his jaw back into place. He's like, Basho's like, I told you, he had issues.
Player 1 wins. Game over.
Oh, yeah.
Game not over?
Yeah, like I said, he's got issues.
So it goes on for a while, but it takes quite a bit to put old Dave down. Once he does, rest of the movies pretty much everybody's tired of the BS of having to live with this lady and her mental issues. So they all kind of let him get to her. One of the things I found really cool about the movie, so obviously he got the hot pokers in his ears, so he can't hear, he can't speak, so he's deaf and mute. So the way he gets by is by reading lips. And Basho's partner, he cannot read his lips. He doesn't know if he's mumbling or what's going on. It doesn't really give us a clue. But we hear what he hears during the movie. So, like, whenever dude starts talking, he's like, lickety split, flip a frog on a toad, dog. And then he just, like, runs into action. And dude's just like, what? And he's, some parts he's imagining the things the guy's saying, so it's extra funny. There is a lot of comedy to this movie, so I enjoyed that quite a bit. Anyways, moving on past that, there is a girl that works for the bad guys, and she wears a helmet, and the helmet has an electronic screen, kind of like that thing I usually have over here. But it basically says what she's thinking. I don't know how it works, because she takes it off like a normal helmet, yet if she gets hit while it's on, she has to like click it back into place for it to work right, because it'll start going haywire. So I don't know if she's whispering into it. It's never explained. It's just, it is what it is. So throughout the movie, she is basically head of security for the Vanderkoys, which is the name of the family. You kind of know. Will you quit with your tail, bro? If you're gonna make that much noise, be up here in the video with Daddy. Yeah. Yeah, super tail. We got super tail. What are you doing? You're just making a bunch of noise for no reason. You're just making a bunch of noise for no reason. Anyways, my boy, I love you. He's a good boy. So basically, after that, he you always know something's up, because they never really show the ending of his memory of his family getting unalived. You get clips and bits and pieces, and it gets more and more throughout the movie. But by the end of it, you figure out the girl in the helmet is a sister, and basically Jean Grey is his actual mom. The shaman kept him doped up and brainwashed him. Ends up taking out 2 of the Cullens So by this point of the movie, that's 3 of the 4 basically, or 5 if you count the girl in the helmet. So throughout the movie, he's seeing his sister as she was a young age. It's kind of weird. We could have probably done without that whole aspect of it, but for some reason he does. It's the one thing that drives him and keeps him going, is knowing that his sister was taken out by these evil people, even though they weren't and she wasn't. Gets to the elevator to the bunker to get to the last lady, Jean Grey. And he holds up a picture to the camera on the elevator, and the girl in the helmet is like, "She will see you." So he goes to her. Come to find out, that's his real mom. All the stuff I said earlier makes sense now. And Shaman brainwashed him into believing all this extra BS. He figures it out, but at the same time, he still hates Jean Grey, which is his actual mom. So he doesn't quite respond the way the mom wants to, so the mom tells his sister to finish him off. And the sister ends up taking out the mom to the forehead with an axe. It's pretty cool. After that, they're just making their way out. They get into the elevator, goes up for a while, then it turns around and goes down. There's like 50 people behind them. When the elevator opens, they're ready to go. Everybody's dead except for the shaman is there. So we get this amazing, very cool fight scene at the end of this movie. They leave the Archer voice out of it for the most part, and it's the most serious part of the movie. There are a lot of really good action scenes and martial arts choreography that was done really, really well in this movie. Anyways, I've enjoyed. Oh, I gotta reach up here to get it because he's on my cup holder. So, I've enjoyed my drink. I hope you enjoyed yours. Thanks for watching. Have a drink of paint. Make sure to like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.